Welcome everyone to Holistic Health Talk, and let me bring my illustrious co-host in, the one and only, the Commodore himself, Jeff Zambello. R from from originally from Boston, now in the Maritime provinces of Canada. There he is.
Yeah,
There you go.
the region of the exported seafood down to the United States that we don't get to participate in.
Now, the locals, when the locals go to the marinas and the fish markets in the Maritime provinces, it's like slim pickings. Is that true?
So, was that so sad? Well, whatever the saying is, nothing here to see, folks. You take a drive down to New England, New York City, Philadelphia, Florida. Like where my father lives, there's a very wealthy part of Tampa Bay. It's called Tarpon Springs.
Tarpon Springs.
And so they export. This restaurant, this one particular restaurant, has its own tractor trailer. It's a refrigerated tractor trailer that goes to the airport every day to get maritime seafood.
That's really horrible because...
Hey, Jordy's writing to us. What are you eating, James?
Jordy from Scotland.
Yay, Jordy. It says Jordy's den.
That
must mean he has a harem. He's got Jordy's harem in his den.
He has an alpha male harem. I'm eating yellow corn arepa from Colombia. It's a corn cake. I made 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
I have melted Mexican cheese on top. And I got up very late because I got to bed very late, and I got a very late start.
And so what was your name? Who kept you up very late, Mr. Madonna?
Well, I had my show, my live stream show. It went 4 hours.
I was kind of hoping you had a little female company.
Well,
oh yeah, right. But you don't kiss and tell. You're a gentleman. Yeah.
Well,
unlike the tar ass.
It's not respectful to kiss and tell.
Kissy.
Now, Jordy says, I'm annoyed that I can't get my edamames until Wednesday. Everybody is going crazy over them. Yes, the edamame, it's a young green soybean in the pod. Still in the pod.
Nice.
I've had them. I've had pre-cooked frozen edamames without the pod from Trader Joe's. I would get a bag of them frozen, and they're actually quite good. They're very, very high in nutritional value. Ah, the baklavas from the Turkish restaurant.
Yeah, there we go.
Azda. All right. This is a very popular Turkish, actually Middle Eastern dessert made with the flaky phyllo dough. And they use either walnuts and or pistachios.
And both. Both.
And both.
Yum, 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 yum. Mm.
No, you eat the entire edamame, but you don't eat the pod. You mean you're not a goat. Bad.
No.
That would be a very bad idea to eat the pod. You know, I don't think you could, unless you take the pod and you put it in a processor and if it comes with the pods, I would steam the whole thing. Maybe it's edible. Maybe it's tender. You know, and my elixir, my very special daily elixir, I'm having a little late because of the time constraints.
What's an elixir?
All right. It is organic dark roast Peruvian coffee with a spoonful of organic moringa powder and 2 scoops of rose hips powder and 1/2 teaspoon of organic clove powder. And I put also about a tablespoon of raw organic honey, certified raw organic honey from a very reputable apiary or a bee company. YNS, it's called YNS Bee Farms. Farms, FAHMEMS, Farms.
Where's that, New Jersey?
No, they're in Illinois.
Oh.
He's having stir fry tomorrow. I love bamboo shoots. They are nutritious. Yeah, I like water chestnuts. I like them all. Bok choy, baby bok choys, ginger, turmeric. Turmeric is first they said turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory and pain reliever, but now you're talking about a lot of things it does. Okay, you know what you got to do? The letters are backwards because you got to turn off the mirror effect of your video. So right below, you're going to see like an asterisk. It looks like an asterisk or a rotary icon. And if you click that, that will pop up and you'll see audio, video. You just go to video and turn off mirrored. And then show the product. Then show the product in front of the camera. Now, if you did that, show the product and
mirror camera. I got
the letters will be.
There you go. Oh my God, they're different.
No, you don't want. You don't want mirror. You don't.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I take. Now show the product. There you go. Curcumin, value size Jameson curcumin turmeric, 550 milligrams. Now you see how all the letters are proper and straight. Yeah, I always have to do that. Jordy had that issue when he was showing a craft beer. The letters were the wrong way. Yes, I take an organic. No, I take an aged, odor-controlled garlic extract tablet with, I think it has a minimum of 500 micrograms of allicin, which is the active ingredient in garlic. That's the part that makes garlic strong and burning, and that is garlic. I mean, we could do a whole show about garlic. Actually, after the Commodore leaves, I'm going to show a whole bunch of holistic health videos on garlic. So today's theme is going to be on garlic. It's funny you mentioned that, Jordy. Milk thistle is one of the best natural liver cleansers. Usually, people that get a drug test for a job, um, and recovering alcoholics, they take a milk thistle extract, standardized extract, to cleanse their liver, which is the filter of the blood. The liver is like an oil filter on a car, and just pretend your blood is the oil. And if you're going to take a drug test, definitely maximize your milk thistle consumption. Well, yeah, I use, well, you know what I do? I really hate chopping onions and garlic. So what I do is I get two big bottles of dehydrated minced onions and garlic, and I hydrate them. I use that in my recipes, because I don't like freaking chopping those damn things. I really don't.
Do you
But
use
it works.
do you use a razor when you chop the garlic?
No, I don't. It comes dehydrated and pre-chopped. I get the dehydrated pre-chopped onions and garlic in two
Where do you
large.
buy that from?
Well, sometimes I see it in the market. The Spanish company, there's two of them. One is called Badia, and the other one's called Mimi. Or if they don't have it, I order it on Amazon. Yeah. Yes, milk thistle. Yes, it's a liver cleanser. Now, there's a garlic that's mild in flavor called the elephant garlic. It's very jumbo. The cloves are big. And there's also, in Japan, there's also a fermented black garlic that they use there, which is, once you ferment something, it tremendously increases the nutritional value.
Right.
It's like sprouting beans. If you take beans and you have a sprouter and you sprout them, all of a sudden their nutritional value goes up, their carbs go down, and they become rich in vitamin C. All of a sudden, vitamin C
And protein
appears
too.
in the beans, huh?
And protein. Anything that's fermented has protein.
Fermented and sprouted, yeah, and probiotics.
So what do you call it, James? The biomes?
The microbiome, well, the microbiome is a term for the probiotics, which are crucial to good health, for the maintenance of good health, for many, many, many things, to prevent many diseases. The word prebiotic is the fiber that's needed to feed and grow the probiotics. So we cannot digest the fiber, but our gut microbes, the good bacteria, they need fiber to feed on and grow and multiply. So it's very important. This is why it's very important to consume a high amount of fiber. Plus it's a great colon cleanser. Don't get me wrong. But what really cleanses your your intestinal tract, what really cleanses is probiotics. But you have to feed it. Just like anything else, you have to feed the microbiome. And what you do is you consume more fiber. Hold on, you mentioned pistachios. I love them too. Well, there's some pistachios I don't know what I think he's chewing on the baklava.
Gum.
Oh, gum.
Whitening. Sugarless whitening gum.
Oh, okay. Oh, like the old Dentine. Remember
Yeah.
Dentine? Yeah, Dentine. I remember that. Now, what I want to do is before I start munching on my arepa, I want to bring up a topic that is that I have discovered this past week that I'm very excited about. There's been tons of articles on the internet about exercising and training your core, your abdominal muscles. Now, I have discovered through research that it is true. The plank is the very best, most efficient exercise for training the core and the abdominals. But that article that I sent you, Commodore,
Yeah.
I'm even more excited about because their recommendation, if you want to increase the intensity of the plank
Yeah.
beyond the normal plank, they recommended that you do them with the abdominal wheel. And let me tell you, because you have to stabilize it. Let me tell you something. It really takes the plank to a whole new higher level because now you have to stabilize your body with the wheel. Now, normally for beginners, I wouldn't recommend doing it the plank with this for beginners. Now, beginners would start by putting their forearms on the mat and doing planks that way. Then, when you get better, if you're intermediate, you would do planks with your arms straight and your hands on the mat, straight out like this. But I'd say for upper intermediate people working your core, try this. It's only like $5. You can get them anywhere.
I know.
They're cheap. Any department store. And hold on, Jordy. I gotta make my point. So what you would do is, at first, you would straighten your arms out and have the wheel right under your head, and get up on your toes, straighten your legs, and do the plank. Then, when you get good, you bring the wheel a little past your head. You bring the wheel out in front of you, not too far, a little, because then you'll fall on your face. A little past your head, and you'll feel deep abdominal muscle stimulation by doing the planks with this. I'm telling you, they totally blow away crunches and leg raises, like with the exception of maybe a hanging leg raise, which is actually pretty good. Hold on. Jordy says yes, planking. Okay. Jordy asked me, what's going on here with this thing?
He says he can do 25 diamond push-ups. And I need to work on my biceps more.
Now, if you want to kick up your push-up intensity, do them on if you either a Shena board, or if you can't get a Shena board, get a couple of foam yoga blocks
or bricks,
or a couple of bricks, regular bricks, and do your push-ups that way. Because if you do them with your hands flat on the mat, it's going to bend your wrist like this, and you're going to get pain in your wrists, like a carpal tunnel, effect. It's really going to hurt you eventually. But with the brick or the foam yoga block or the Shena board, your fingers are wrapping around it, so it's you completely take the stress off your wrist while doing push-ups. And of course, if your hands are together, like you say, a diamond push-up emphasizes the triceps, the inner pectorals, and the shoulders as well. And then if you do the push-ups with your palms facing each other with the bricks, and you hit a little bit more of your biceps, you got to do different push-ups. You got to do Hindu push-ups. You have to
Now,
do.
Jordy, if you want to work the biceps more, try doing push-ups like this. Most people do them like
Yeah.
this.
Right.
If you go like this, with your hands like that,
Yeah, with
it'll
your
hit the
hands. Yeah,
biceps.
with your palms facing forward.
Yes.
And yeah,
But do them slow. Do them on your knees at first. Don't do them on your toes, because you want to hurt
no.
yourself.
There's a dive bomber push-up, the Hindu push-up, the Persian push-up. If you do all these different push-ups, you will be surprised.
And the half moon push-up.
And the Persian, which is
And
the
the
hardest, the Persian half moon push-up. You look it up on YouTube, and you'll see it. Steve Maxwell teaches the Persian half moon push-up very well, which he says you imagine that you're drawing a half circle with each pectoral muscle on the floor. You just imagine that there's a marker attached to your pec. You're drawing a half circle. Now, that is
demonstrated, James. Do you have your Shannon board near you?
No, but pretend my phone is the Shannon board or a brick. Now, by grabbing the brick or the foam block or the Shannon board, see, with your fingers wrapped around it this way, instead of doing push-ups with your hands flat on the mat, you are completely taking the stress off your wrist. It is a much more effective. It'll really intensify your push-ups.
You can also do it if you're near a parking lot. The curbing of the parking lot, you can do it there too.
Yes, the what is it called? The barrier. It's a concrete barrier for people that park near the edge of the parking lot. You can use that. You can do tricep extensions, by putting your back to either that or a chair. There's a lot of very effective body weight exercises, but what you got to do is don't do your repetitions fast. Do them slow, especially when you come down. Always emphasize the negative movement of the exercise. Come down like 4 seconds or more, and come up in 2 seconds, and that will build more muscle. Now, they also sell these chin-up bars, these pull-up bars that you can easily attach to the top of your door entrance, like your bedroom door. At the top, there's a frame, and this contraption instantly grabs that, and you can do, if you can do pull-ups and chin-ups. The pull-up being this way. Or is it, wait a minute? No, the pull-up being palms away, right? And the chin-up, which hits the biceps more, would be, I guess, palms facing.
Jordy has a good question or comment. He's concerned about shoulder pain. What I would say is do a ton of 10 rep sets, then 15 rep sets, then 20 rep sets with Hindu push-ups, the dive bomber push-ups, and that'll take your shoulders out of the equation and use your lats, your triceps, and your pectorals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll totally not only warm up your shoulders, but by doing the push-up slowly,
it'll take the stress off the joint. It'll
warm up the joint completely. The tendons and ligaments, all the connective tissue, and the synovial fluid. And then if you want to hit the chin-ups and the pull-ups, it will be very comfortable. It will be, but don't try to copy competitive bodybuilders who do videos where they're doing fast repetitions, because they're trying to circulate the fucking steroids throughout their body.
Yeah.
I heard I heard that's why they go fast. They do volume because they want to maximize the pump of blood, and that's not the best way because Mike Menser, of course, he learned from other people.
Arthur Jones.
Arthur Jones, who developed the Nautilus machine, and before him was Bob Hoffman, and it goes way back. Even Eugene Sandow used to do slow reps, and sometimes he'll do a
Yeah,
peak
time under
contraction.
tension.
There you go. The whole key is time under tension. Okay, peak
Like
contraction.
Tut. Try to be King Tut. Time under tension.
Time under tension is the secret. Why don't you come on the show, man, Jordy? I sent you the link. Don't be
I
shy.
used
We
to
want.
cycle everywhere, but don't have a bike anymore. I used to skate too until I fucked up my knee,
Like what? From a fall? You fell skating? Bicycling is one of the very best lower body exercises in existence. It not only works your core, surprisingly, it works your core very well. Not only works your core, your abdomen, but the whole entire lower body, the hips, the gluteus maximus, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, and especially the calves. Your calves will be on fire if you bicycle a lot. You'll get diamond-shaped calves.
And it's good. It's very easy on your knee joints and your hip joints.
Yes, as opposed to heavy squatting. Everybody I know later in life who did heavy squatting in a squatting rack, they all ended up getting hip replacement surgery.
Yep.
I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. My brother-in-law did heavy squatting. He got his hip replaced.
Wow. Jerry?
Jerry, professional athletes,
Wow.
power lifters, they even bodybuilders.
Yeah. Flex. Who's the Ronnie Coleman?
Oh, he's in bad shape.
Oh my gosh.
He's
gosh.
Like decrepit now, right?
Yeah. My gosh.
Yeah, he fell. Yeah, I kind of thought
No, he
so.
didn't fall. It was because he was too heavy.
No, I'm talking about Jordy.
Oh, Jordy.
His ice skating roller skating. Roller skating. That's how he hurt his knee.
Well, I got some brotherly advice for Jordy. When roller skating, hold the hand of your beautiful female skating companion.
And use her as a cushion.
There you go.
Pull her underneath you and have her cushion fall. That's a mean thing that I said. Oh, it was a skateboard. Oh, you should be wearing a bicycle helmet, even
wearing
with
knee pads when you're going skateboarding. And
there you go.
Elbow pads, even more so.
Listen, they sell them: elbow pads, knee pads, and a bicycle helmet. If you're
no excuse, Jordy.
If you're skateboarding, bicycling,
or helmet, buddy,
or the scootering, you have more control. The scooter, you have more control. But I'm saying skateboard, definitely. Bicycling, you don't know. You're not going to need the knee pads bicycling, but you're going to need the bicycle helmet.
Yeah.
Always play it safe. You don't want to crack your skull open. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Verify it. Skateboarding. I use the skateboard. Okay, I'm drinking a beer and smoking a joint. Oh, I don't care. Marijuana
come on the show.
Marijuana is God's miracle plant, as far as I'm concerned. It's so freaking medicinal. Really, it's like that's a whole nother talk show. It's allowed. It's allowed. It's allowed. You got a problem. What's the problem? That's he said he has a problem. I didn't want to wear knee protection because they look lame. You know
Yeah,
who
but
used to
better to look lame than walk around
say,
with a knee injury.
you know who used to
Like a
say
gimp. You know what a gimp?
a gimp. You know who used to say lame? The in the old days, the bikers that didn't want to wear a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, go
They
visit the gravestone.
yeah, they wanted to look cool until they cracked their friggin' skull open. And incidentally, I'm not blaming the bikers because I
Correct.
believe it's the cars and trucks that cause the motorcycle accidents. Okay, because the motorcycle does not have the protection that a vehicle has. And but if there were just motorcycles on the highway, I believe you wouldn't see any of these accidents involving a motorcycle. I think it's the asshole cars, the drivers of cars and trucks that cause motorcycle accidents. So I do not blame the bikers, but I do blame the bikers that don't want to wear a helmet. Oh, a party problem. Oh, what happened? You were staying away from alcoholic beverages and you went back.
Horse
There you
people.
go. The horseshoe kicked them in the tricep. You know, when I was a kid, everybody was obsessed with the bicep, showing your biceps to people, the bicep curl. Everything was bicep. But people don't realize that the tricep makes up most of the arm.
2/3. 2/3 of the arm.
2/3 of the
You know what I
arm.
mean? You know.
You know, and what's the old saying? Like an athlete is only as good as his legs. Leg conditioning is extremely
An
important.
athlete's only as good as the health of his connective tissues, the tendons, the ligaments, and the joints.
Right. And if you use risky exercises, if you do risky exercises, you're endangering your tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues.
You mean like swinging a 75-pound mace for show?
Yeah, show offs. Well, that's what alpha. Unfortunately, we're sigma men, but alpha men love to show off and brag. You know, they're very braggadocious.
That's
They're oh,
because
by
they
the
got
way,
little dicks. Look at
no,
me, look at me, love me.
craft beer is high in nutrition. It's got brewer's yeast in there, high in B complex vitamins. So what you're doing, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing with the marijuana and the craft beer. So come on the show, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, your friend Brad had to lay off heavy barbell training because he hurt himself.
Who's this?
Brad from up by you. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, poor kid.
He had to, he had to go to dumbbells and he had to give up heavy barbell training because he hurt himself. He got an
Yeah.
injury.
It's too bad.
You know, this is what happens when young guys are obsessed with heavier and heavier and heavier weight.
No.
That's what it's like a big dick contest with younger American guys. You know, they got to always lift heavier, and it's always about the number, the high number, because they're too concerned with impressing other people in the gymnasium. You gotta put blinders on when you're in a gymnasium.
I know.
You can't be distracted. You can't worry about who's looking at you. You know, your only competition should be the guy you see in the mirror.
Yep.
Only compete with yourself.
100% correct.
Yeah, you should know the guy The guy in the mirror, only worry about what the guy in the mirror did last week. Are you beating that guy that's in the mirror this week? Are you outlifting that guy from last week?
And are you injury free?
And are you injury free? Listen, Mike Menser told people to train with high intensity and heavier resistance, but he never said to sacrifice perfect form. Never. And people that say heavy duty training doesn't work sacrificed form and they got hurt.
Yep. This
Your
is a
form,
long game. It's like chess. It's a game of longevity.
it's on. I sent it to you on Yahoo Messenger, man. Jordy.
Oh,
It's in
Jordy?
my.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. The link is in Yahoo Messenger.
I love Jordy.
Yeah. No, he asked me to send him the link here, but I sent it privately in Yahoo Messenger, just like I send to the Commodore. Yeah, you increase the resistance, you increase the intensity, but never ever sacrifice perfect form. And perfect form is vital to success.
That's right.
It's connected to time under tension. In order to have time under tension, you must be executing the exercise in perfect form. Completely mandatory. So I love
Jordy,
sushi.
get the link. Ask Jordy if you got the link.
Let me see. I sent it to him. I don't know. He didn't look at it yet. Jordy, it's in Facebook Messenger. It's there. I see it right now.
Can I hear the kazoo? I feel like going to Sao Paulo, Brazil.
The girl from Ipanema.
You got it.
What goes up
must come down.
got to go round. What goes Hey, Jordy from Scotland.
Yo, hold on.
It's a lot easier for you to come on.
There he is.
It's a
There we
lot
go.
Shades.
There
He
we
looks
go.
like Bono with those shades from you
Yeah,
too.
he wears his sunglasses at night.
With or without you.
Yes, that night, baby.
With or without you.
Oh, hold on.
Jordy's going on tour
Oh,
with those shades.
I'm buffering.
You're buffering.
God damn it.
Yeah, wasn't there a painkiller called buffering in the old days?
Yeah, buffering.
Yeah, it was like an
It's made by Bear.
it's like an aspirin, right?
I can hear you guys perfectly fine, but the picture is slow. Like your mouths are moving, but your words don't match up with what's going on. It's weird to explain.
Well, It's not too bad considering you're probably a couple of thousand miles away.
Well,
Yeah.
from this end, you don't look bad. I mean,
I got my joggers hoodie on. I was going to go jogging, but I didn't. You know, come on. Oh.
Let's get physical.
Physical.
Da-da-da.
Physical. Physical.
We had to play homage to Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John, yeah, brilliant singer. Brilliant singer.
God bless her. May she rest in peace in heaven.
Yes. Madonna. I love Madonna. I love Madonna.
her and Suzanne Summers died of breast cancer.
Oh, that's a shame. There's a
You know, the Thai master girl, Suzanne Summers.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she died too. Suzanne Summers.
James, can you make this so that like we're all widescreen instead of like the portrait?
No, I can't because I need 4 people to do it. The system won't do it.
It won't do it.
Get physical.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
That's not bad.
I prefer that. I prefer that way. I prefer
That's
that
not
way.
bad. That's the best. That's the best I can do with 3 people.
Yeah, I like it that way. I prefer it that way. Thank you. Yeah,
Now-
I've got OCD. You know. That.
You mean everybody's in a rectangle
Yeah.
instead of everyone be vertical. Now, if there's 2 people, the vertical works.
Yeah, I like it this way. I prefer it this way. Thank you. You know, I've got OCD. You know, sorry. Thank you.
You know, as soon as I did that, the clarity of your video.
It's almost like the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. Da 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 da.
Oh, guess what's
And also like the Hollywood Squares with Paul Lynde and Peter Marshall and
Charles Nelson Riley.
Charles also Phyllis Diller.
James? What are you eating? What do you got there? Is that paella?
No, a arepa. It's a corn cake from Colombia, and I have melted cheese on top.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think Colombian women are very beautiful.
For some reason, I thought you were eating paella. Have you ever had paella? Shrimp paella. Mm.
Paella.
Paella, yeah, Spanish dish. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's melange. It's either seafood, mixed seafood
Yes.
in rice with saffron and
Yep.
spices,
Mhm.
or sometimes they mix meat with the fish. But I don't like that. I don't like to
I
mix.
like paella.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you something I got.
Yummy.
I'm gonna show you something I'm gonna make after like in about an hour. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna make haggis. You're gonna make haggis. Oh. I'd like to try that someday. Haggis is a bunch of guts from the animal.
Yep. The sheep.
They cook the
The gut.
internal
The
organ.
belly of the sheep.
They put it in a sack of something.
Yeah. It's the stomach of the sheep.
So they take the stomach lining of the sheep and they put they chop up all the internal organs, put inside. This is my brunch, so I apologize to all you.
Da, 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 da.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Hold on.
There we
Flavors:
go.
white wine, broken, Scottish.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's 2 bags. Hold on, let me open this up and let me show you how this stuff works, right? You can either microwave it or you can steam it in a pot of boiling water. Don't microwave it. Boil it in a pot of water. It's healthier. They come in these little bags. And all
Oh, that's how mine come when I buy it.
all you got to do is put these bags in a pot of boiling water for like 10 minutes or something until it boils. When it boils, leave it for 5 minutes and then boom. And they are beautiful.
Oh, I use the mussels. Hold on. I use the mussels to make spaghetti sauce. I put the mussels in spaghetti sauce.
What?
James, your voice is doubling up. You're echoing.
Yeah, it's doubling up. Hold on.
Mussel sauce?
Hello.
Oh shit, what happened?
Hello?
Yo.
Hello?
Yo.
All right. No,
Yeah.
the audio is fucked up. Anyway, I put the mussels.
I'm in a canyon.
I should have yodeled like I was
Hold
in the
on.
Swiss Alps.
I need to put these back in the refrigerator.
Anyway, I'll wait till he comes back. I was going to say, that's what I put in my spaghetti sauce, mussels, like mussels marinara.
Yeah, PEI mussels. PEI mussels, they're aquacultured.
All right. It only cost me $4 for a decent box of mussels already purged and everything. You know, I mean,
good price.
I'm not paying legal seafood prices.
Oy vey!
Anyway, so getting back to the backtracking to the video of Kelly doing the Persian half moon push-up.
Yeah.
I am willing to bet a large sum of money that all that Polyvon equipment in her background of the video was paid for by Paul Tear Ass.
The sugar daddy.
Walker Winsky, the sugar daddy.
Oh, sugar daddy.
Guaranteed. She can't afford to buy all that.
I'm in love with a beautiful woman. Watch your friends. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Remember that? Who was that? It sang that Lovin' Spoonful of Dr. When you're in love with a beautiful woman.
It's hard.
Yeah.
What's hard? Schlong? Do you like our classic dance club music?
Me or Jordy?
You.
Oh, I love it. You kidding me?
Right. James, John, I'm gonna go, guys, because I've got some.
Never can say goodbye.
I've got some mussels on the go.
No.
I've got some mussels on the go, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I put the mussels in the spaghetti sauce.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
See you later, Jordy. Have a good one.
Peace, love, and happiness to you both. All the best.
God bless, brother.
God bless.
Well, we got a little time before you leave the office and go to the gymnasium. Oh, before I forget, did you get that issue straightened out about the lock?
Oh yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, that's all set. Unbelievable.
So you was really pissed off that Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't want to wreck the show, James. I did that because I love you, brother. I didn't want to wreck the whole show. Something, like when you know that you shouldn't, ahead of time your behavior might have a bad effect, and then you wake up the next morning and say, why did I do that? So I knew that if I went on the show, I would have one of those moments the next morning and say, boy, why was I such an asshole on that show last night?
You were having a meltdown.
Oh, I was having a meltdown. You did not want me on the show. Trust me. Trust me. God only knows what came out of this mouth, unfiltered.
I mean, knowing that you work on Sundays, doesn't that register with their brain cells? I mean,
with the what?
Knowing that you, Jeff Zambello, work on Sundays, doesn't that register with their brain cells?
No, it wasn't one of the managers. It was just one. We had to do some snow plowing, so it was just like one of the low-level guys. Innocently enough, he probably brought back the dump truck with the plow, but he took his personal vehicle home. So he locked the thing, but it was a misfortune. That's all.
Yeah. In other words,
anyways, I'm over it. Just that I came back to the quarry after lunch after a Turkish big bite, and I was getting ready for the show, but I'm like late because I'm trying to unlock the friggin' gate, and I had to leave my car behind. And like we have a huge driveway, so I had to walk like a half a mile to the office here because we're inside a big quarry. So by the time I get in, it was freezing last week too. This week was nice and it was moderate weather, right? Last week the wind was blowing and everything else. So by the time I got to the office, I was fit to be tied.
That's how you get sick, when you have to walk in high winds.
I know.
Cold winds.
Anyway,
Bart Robertson, thank you for saying hi. Where I'm having the same.
Oh, hi, Bart.
I'm having the same dreary weather up here all week. Rain every day. No.
Is Bart the nice fellow who took the videos inside when he went on vacation with his wife to Las Vegas?
No.
Who's that?
That was Jason Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Jason.
But I remember like Bart writing comments on some of the shows. But Bart's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Bart's been a friend of the show for a long time. The other two guys they frequent the show also, but they always try to push my buttons and bring up politics. Bart never does that.
That's good. So in other words, Bart has some class.
Yeah, I don't like to waste my time getting involved in debates that will accomplish nothing.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
exactly.
It'll go back and forth. It's like a ping pong game. We go back and forth. I disagree. They disagree. I disagree. They disagree.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna move on.
Yeah, and you can't force your views on others, because then that's they call that fascism in reality.
Yeah.
You have to respect their right to disagree. That's all. I'm always welcome to an honest debate with facts. I mean, it is possible for me to change my mind if somebody can persuade me with facts, and then not just perception and ideology. So, well, I'm right and you're wrong. You're an idiot. You're this. You're that. That's not the way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How's everybody at your church, the congregation?
Who's talking bother me?
No, everybody collectively. How you still with?
I do home church.
Oh, that's right. Mikey is the evangelist. Mikey Zambello.
Yeah, he goes to my wife's church. The kid loves church.
I like that powder blue church suit he had that day.
Yeah.
That's why I called him the evangelist. He had this powder blue suit on.
Huh.
He looked like Peter Popoff without the black shoe polish hair.
Or a mariachi singer.
Mariachi singer. Now they don't wear blue suits, but
Yeah, they do powder blue suits.
powder blue
With the big sleeves, the big puffy
in
sleeves.
the Commodores and the Four Tops and the Temptations. They used to dress in those funk.
Yep.
But they had they wore bell bottoms trousers.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you, Bart. Drive carefully now.
If you don't know me by now.
That's a sad song. Let me see. Little dating game.
Oh yeah.
That's the official theme song of the dating game show.
I almost thought you were doing the theme song from Hawaii 5-0.
Oh, I'll do that. Remember the photo of Jack Lord and the wind is blowing and his hair doesn't even move.
I know. No, he was one cool
He's
cat.
cool. Book him, Dano. Book him, Dano.
There you
What
go.
did Jack Webb say? Just the facts, ma'am. Only the facts. Because the ladies used to go off on a tangent telling their whole life story. So Jack Webb. Just the facts, ma'am. Only the facts. Little Jack Horner's Joke Shop.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm trying to think of why that lovely that Japanese girl married an ugly little guy
Little Dickie Doyle.
like little Dickie, yeah, little Dickie Doyle.
Oh me pot of gold.
Now he was just
Oh me lucky charms.
when they met, he was just a personal trainer. He didn't even have the Long Beach, the Schlong Beach Kettlebell Club, unless her father put up the money. the startup capital for him to have.
Exactly.
And that's where Slick Rick Brown will end up sleeping right next to the restroom in his sleeping bag on the mat. That will be his future home, because I don't know how many groupies he has. Hmm. Well, after you leave, the theme for with my health videos will be garlic. The health benefits of garlic. I have.
All right. Well, anyways, I guess I'll bid adieu.
Yes, it's been lovely as always. Let me pipe you away as you leave. As you leave the pirate ship. Arr! Thank you, Commodore Jeff Sambello. All right, that was nice, Commodore Jeff Sambello. Okay, let me start with the garlic. Let me check something out. Well, let me do it this way. Oh, got a few garlic videos. All right, share screen. Come on, you rat bastard.
Immune benefits of garlic, especially during the winter. Now, garlic has been used for about, 4,000 years, and it's been used for things like arthritis, diabetes, colds, malaria, TB, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Louis Pasteur studied garlic in its antibacterial properties, the ability to kill pathogenic bacteria. During the Second World War, when the Russians ran out of their antibiotics, guess what they used as their antibiotic? Garlic. So garlic was called Russian penicillin. So garlic has been thoroughly proven as a therapy to prevent infection. As one of the big benefits, is ranked at the top as having potent anti-cancer effects. And this data was from the Designer Food Project, where they were studying the effects of cancer prevention from vegetables. Now, I want to share some really interesting data from this book called Modern Phytomedicine, okay? And this is a fascinating textbook using plant compounds and chemicals in medicine. So I want to share with you the chapter on garlic, which is quite amazing. You know, they should really teach this in med school. Unfortunately, when you go through medical school or pre-med, I went through pre-med. I didn't go through medical school. I went through chiropractic college, which is not the same as medical school, but there's a tremendous amount of data that you have to learn. And I guess the word learn is probably not appropriate. Let's just say you're being force-fed volumes of data and you're expected to regurgitate that and somehow pass the tests. So unfortunately, it's set up not to necessarily really understand the material, because there's just not enough time to absorb and play with the information and evaluate if it's true or not. Instead, you are flying by the seat of your pants, trying to memorize and parrot back this information on the multiple choice questions. And then when you graduate, you have a chance to maybe reevaluate the information and really learn it, apply it, make sure it's valuable, make sure it's true, and then really spend the time on things that you're interested in, so you're not rushing through things. But I want to show you some very valuable things that you can apply from this to your life right now to bulletproof yourself against pathogens. Now, most of the studies that they were done were in petri dishes, okay, that's called in vitro. And so to be transparent, they did not study in human bodies. However, let me explain what they found. So one of the first studies that they did is they took this little petri dish and they filled it with pathogenic E. coli. Then they sprinkled some garlic powder over the E. coli, and they noticed that within 12 hours, all of the E. coli was completely dead. And then they compared this with another petri dish with E. coli, and then they put fresh grated garlic. They grated it right over this petri dish, and within 12 hours, all the E. coli was completely dead. In another experiment, they found that garlic killed MRSA, which is a antibiotic resistant microbe, which is very, very deadly, difficult to kill. And you see this in hospitals. But garlic was able to kill this microbe very easily. In another study, they found within 3 hours, garlic killed anthrax. And you know how pathogenic or deadly anthrax is. It creates some pretty serious effects, but garlic was able to kill anthrax. They also found that garlic has a potent effect against viruses, fungus, and parasites. And then they did some interesting studies on just the odor of garlic, little particles that come off garlic just from the smell. Now, what gives garlic the smell is a sulfur compound called allicin. And allicin is one of the chemicals in garlic that does its magic for many things, not just infection, for thinning your blood to prevent a clot, for regulating your blood sugars, for killing cancer, for lowering your blood pressure. But they found just having the odor of garlic, not even touching the bacteria, killed the bacteria. So think about it. During the winter months, if you consume garlic and your breath has an odor of garlic, you're actually repelling microbes. You are killing microbes in the air if you're breathing off these garlic particles. And apparently garlic has developed this defense mechanism for its own survival over eons of time. Just like many other herbs and vegetables, like the onion and horseradish, and many of the cruciferous vegetables as well. Garlic has the ability to bind with organophosphates, which are in pesticides, and detoxify them from your body. Organophosphates really have a devastating effect on your immune system. They lower your immune system. They make you very susceptible to getting sick. And garlic can help detoxify these chemicals to help protect your immune system. And as you probably already know, when you get exposed to a virus, the complications from that virus usually occur in people who have a compromised immune system, whether they have metabolic syndrome or they're going through a lot of stress. It's really the strength of the immune system that gets them through these infections. And this is a topic that is rarely emphasized or focused on. Now, one of the problems you're going to run into is the quality of garlic. Did you realize that 80% of all the garlic in the world comes from China? And the problem with that is that in China, they use bleach on garlic, and they use other chemicals to make this garlic look very, very white without any blemishes or brown spots. They also sometimes grow their garlic in sewage, and garlic is heavily sprayed with additional chemicals. So if you're going to buy garlic, make sure it's locally grown, make sure it comes from a really good source. Another question that people want to know is, what about the fermented black garlic? Does that have any advantages? And the answer is absolutely yes. There's more antioxidants, there's more nutrients in fermented garlic, and that would be black garlic, or you can ferment garlic in honey, for example. Now, the honey obviously is not keto friendly, but what I do is I take the garlic out, I'll rinse it, it's already been fermented, and I'll eat one of these a day during the winter. And if you're not familiar with this recipe, I'll put the link down below, but it's a great way to ferment garlic and allow the microbes to break down certain chemicals that make it very easy to digest and to enhance the garlic with additional nutrients and phytonutrients. Now, another point I want to bring up is, what about heated garlic? What about powdered garlic? Well, apparently the real important phytonutrients in garlic can survive temperatures that are 100 degrees Celsius, which is 212 degrees Fahrenheit, for at least 20 minutes. So these chemicals do survive a good amount of heat. All right, so now that you know about the power of garlic, let's talk about the power of using apple cider vinegar. Check this out.
Drinking warm water before bed gets rid of wrinkles almost overnight. Did you know that wrinkles, fine lines?
So today we're going to talk about the benefits of apple cider vinegar. All right, so what is apple cider vinegar? Basically, you're taking the sugar in the apple juice, and certain microbes, bacteria and yeast, are turning that sugar into alcohol, then eventually into vinegar. So there's a whole process that occurs, and the end product, vinegar, is acetic acid. Now, there's other acids involved, but this is the main one. So I remember growing up in Wisconsin, where there was farms all around our neighborhood. And so we had a crab apple tree. And there was a farmer on the other side of the cornfield. So I brought him a big bushel basket of crab apples, and I wanted him to grind up these apples and turn them into apple juice. So he did that for me. I brought them back in jugs, and I left them out in the sun, I think 1 or 2 days, and they turned into something called apple cider. Apple cider is basically a spiked apple juice. Okay, it had some alcohol in it. And that basically was the start of my alcoholic journey at 8 years old. And I'm completely being sarcastic. So I did not become an alcoholic at 8 years old, more like 20 years old. No, I'm just kidding. But the point is that if you take apple juice that's not pasteurized, not heated, it goes through fermentation. Okay. So with the help of microbes, it eventually turns into vinegar. So there's many different types of vinegar that you can get. The one I'm going to recommend is a raw, unpasteurized version of vinegar, organic. Bragg's has a really good one. It also has the mother. What is that? That's basically some residue of some fiber, pectin, some bacteria, and yeast. I do not think that's going to give you a lot of health benefits. Really, the health benefits are the acetic acid, but the fact that the apple cider vinegar is raw means that it's going to be rich in enzymes. So that alone can actually help you in your digestion. So you don't want it pasteurized. And the other thing that, because it's organic, means it doesn't have the added pesticides and the chemicals. So Bragg's is a really good version. Also, the pH is between 3.3 and 3.5. If you get distilled vinegar, it's a little bit lower. I think it's like 2.5. But this is acid enough. All right. So the other thing is you don't need to keep it in the refrigerator. You can keep it outside the refrigerator and it'll last for like 5 years. Okay. So now let's talk about the benefits of apple cider vinegar. Number one, digestion. It speeds up digestion. It activates enzymes. So a lot of these enzymes in the stomach, in the pancreas, and other places in the body are dormant, and it takes certain things to activate them. And acid is one of the activators of the enzymes in the stomach to help you break down protein. So right there, that's going to help speed up digestion. Number two, it's going to control pathogens. If you think about it, you have pickles, you have fermented vegetables that are in acid. That acid in there is preserving that food and preventing bacterial growth. So when you consume an acid, it actually lowers the pathogens in the body. It helps in the overgrowth of certain microbes, especially even a condition called SIBO, S-I-B-O, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which is a condition where you have bacteria growing in the wrong place. You have all this bacteria growing in the small intestine instead of the large intestine. And so if your pH is not strong enough in the stomach, you can actually develop that condition. So if you take apple cider vinegar, it can help create a condition where the microbes cannot thrive in the small intestine. Number three, it helps you absorb minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. All need a certain pH to be absorbed. If the pH in your stomach is too alkaline, you're not going to absorb as many minerals. Also, vitamins, vitamin K, vitamin C, and even B12 need this acid to be absorbed. All right, number four, it can decrease gas, bloating, and even indigestion. So the last thing you want is undigested food in your digestive tract. So apple cider vinegar just speeds up the breakdown of food so you have more of a complete digestion. One cause of gas is incomplete protein digestion. All right, number five, it decreases acid reflux. Now, normally what happens in the stomach is you have to have an acid of between 1 and 3, very, very acidic, to be able to have that valve on the top close and prevent the backup of acid that comes in your esophagus. So when you lose your stomach acid, the valve doesn't close and the acid can reflux up. And the term for that is GERD. And so you would take an antacid and you feel better. But the next time you eat, it's worse. Why? Because you're making that acid less acid. And so over time, that valve just stays open and you have a constant reflux and you're dependent on these medications. Well, here's the thing. If you take apple cider vinegar, it helps the valve close more, improving the symptoms of acid reflux and GERD. The exact opposite thing you would think that would work, but it does work. Now, even if you look at the side effects of taking medication for acid reflux and GERD, is GERD. It's the same thing. So the side effect is that you get more acid reflux. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so number 6, it helps to release bile. The bile is made in your liver and it's released from the gallbladder, and there's a certain signal from the stomach of having a certain amount of acid that then triggers the release of the bile. So apple cider vinegar can help release the bile that's congested. That's why you probably have less bloating when you take it. Also, the enzymes from the pancreas get released, so you have more complete digestion. All right, number 7, you get more of a complete breakdown with protein. So the protein can then turn into its amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. And you need a certain acid to activate the enzymes to do that. Okay, apple cider vinegar can contribute to those acids. Number 8, blood sugar improvement. Apple cider vinegar can help you make glucose more sensitive. So you have less insulin resistance and thereby less insulin being produced. And that can directly cause more weight loss. So when you hear these claims about apple cider vinegar helping you lose weight, this is why. Also, it's going to help you lower cholesterol. Why? Because when you reduce insulin, you lower cholesterol. It's probably going to also help with blood pressure. And anything related to high levels of insulin, it can improve. Okay. And lastly, it can help your immune system. It can stimulate the white blood cells to speed up and help fight infection. So as you can see, there are many benefits to apple cider vinegar. So go ahead and take between 1 and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in some water. I usually use 16 ounces. I like to put lemon juice in there as well. You can use a straw so it doesn't affect your teeth. And you can take it before a meal, after a meal. I take mine in the evening, right about 6 o'clock. I usually take my wheatgrass juice powder in the morning, and I'll take this in the evening. But in summary, there's many benefits to this product. And if you don't like the taste, you can also get it into a tablet form. And I'll put a link down below if you want to take it in a pill form. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, I'm trying to bring up the next video. I don't know what's going on here. It seems like the internet has been behaving wacky lately. I heard other people have been having issues with the internet also. Really? Well, let me try this other one. Let me try this other garlic video, because that is the theme for this week's Holistic Health Talk. Oh, again. Huh. We're having a problem getting the. I wonder if they're blocking these health and nutrition videos on on purpose. Big pharma, perhaps. Let me try this one. Seems to be a problem here. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Naturally stabilize your blood sugar. How does it naturally stabilize your blood sugar? Well,
Garlic benefits. Top 10 health benefits of garlic. If you're wanting to make positive changes to your health and lifestyle, it can be difficult to know where to start. It can be so much effort trying to follow some crazy diet or trying to go to the gym every day. There are so many great, natural ways you can make improvements to your health and lifestyle, and incorporating garlic into your diet or your day is one of those great little hacks. This might sound odd. How can something you usually just add to your meals for a bit of flavor benefit our health? Well, there are many great ways, and this video will explain why garlic is so good for you and what the top 10 health benefits that it can bring to you are. Please watch the video until the end and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Number 1. Combats the common cold. I'm sure you've all been there, suffering from a blocked nose and having to bear the brunt of the horrible common cold. Well, garlic has been proven to relieve the symptoms of a cold. One study showed a sample of people who took garlic every day only suffered an average of 2 days with the sickness, rather than the normal 5 days. Another study found that if people take garlic supplements every single day, then it can reduce the reported cases of the common cold by 63%. What more proof could you need? Number 2. Helps prevent Alzheimer's. Today's society has an aging population, and horrible conditions such as Alzheimer's and dementia are on the rise, with there being an all-time high of reported cases. Alzheimer's is caused by oxidative stress causing damage to specific brain cells. Garlic, however, has antioxidant properties that allow it to protect the body and help it to fight off oxidative damage. Therefore, it helps to stop the cells from being damaged and therefore prevents Alzheimer's disease. Amazing, right? Number 3. Improves athletic performance. Most of you are probably aware of all the scandals involving athletes taking different types of substances as an attempt to be faster or perform better in competitions and other athletic performances. Well, garlic was one of the earliest substances that were used for this, although it was in no way frowned upon or illegal. It increases an individual's working capacity, and one study showed that garlic gave a sample of people a 12% reduction in peak heart rate whilst exercising, which means they can keep working at a higher intensity for a longer period. The main way garlic is thought to work in this scenario is that it helps to reduce exercise-induced fatigue, meaning that athletes can keep going for longer. Number 4. Heals splinters. Splinters can be so annoying. I'm sure we've all been there when we pick something up and get that rude, sharp realization that we have just got a splinter. Well, a very simple, quick, and easy remedy for this is to apply some garlic directly to the splinter. There is, however, a very specific way you need to do this. You need to cut garlic clove and tape it to your splinter, then sleep with it like that overnight. It might sound slightly bizarre, but trust me, it works. Number 5. Improves bone health. Another great, although maybe slightly random, health benefit that garlic can bring us is that it can improve our bone health. It does this by increasing the levels of estrogen in our body and so, in turn, helps to minimize bone loss and promote bone growth and strength. It is especially good for helping people with osteoarthritis deal with their condition. This increase in estrogen that garlic brings means that it is also great for anyone, women in particular, who may be slightly deficient in the hormone. Number 6. Lowers cholesterol levels. A great way in which garlic can benefit our health is that it lowers your cholesterol levels. Studies have shown that people who take garlic supplements have their level of low-density lipoprotein reduced by up to 15%. This is an extremely positive thing, as cholesterol can build up around our heart and arteries and increase the risk of us getting heart disease. Number 7. Prevents cancer. The cancer is such a cruel condition that thousands suffer with. There is still so much research that needs to be done to try and find a cure or better treatment for the disease. One little way, however, that you can help to lower your risk of getting cancer is to have garlic. You might be shocked to discover this, but garlic really can help to prevent cancer. It works by slowing down the growth of tumor cells and helping to manage cell division and stop it from getting out of control. It is especially good for preventing cancers such as stomach and prostate cancer. Do you need many more reasons to have a bit of garlic every day?
Who could have thought that this little ingredient could help reset blood sugar? most people continue to take.
Number 8. Improves our skin and hair. I'm sure many of us wish we could find the perfect way to beat the effects of aging, especially when it comes to how it impacts our skin and hair. As we get older, collagen in our skin breaks down and causes our skin to lose elasticity, and we gain wrinkles. Our hair can also start to thin and may even begin to fall out. Well, garlic can help with both of these things. Garlic can help to protect and maintain the collagen in your skin to prevent it from breaking down. It is also antifungal and antibacterial, so it can also help to protect our skin against nasty fungal infections and eczema. Now for hair. If you massage garlic into your scalp, then it has been proven to help thicken your hair and prevent hair loss. Who doesn't want longer, flowing locks? Number 9. Protects our heart. Having some garlic daily can be extremely beneficial to our hearts. It helps to lower people's risk of contracting very serious cardiovascular diseases, as it helps to regulate and lower our blood pressure and blood sugar level. You do, however, need to make sure you are having fairly high doses of garlic every day for it to have this effect. Number 10. Increases your life expectancy. Due to the amazing benefits mentioned in this video that garlic has on our health, especially the positive effect it has on our blood pressure, garlic can make us live longer and have a longer life expectancy. Furthermore, garlic has great anti-infectious properties that allow it to fight off certain diseases and illnesses that, especially when contracted by someone slightly older, can be deadly or extremely harmful to an individual. So, there you have the top 10 health benefits of garlic. It is a surprising little gem that can bring you so many positive changes. The best way to take it is to have 2 cloves of garlic every morning with a glass of warm water. That way you know you are getting a good amount. Taking it in the morning will help you to ensure you remember to take it every day and that it becomes part of your daily routine. It is also a good idea to try and incorporate it into your meals, as that way you know you are getting a bit extra every day. And it also helps make your food extra yummy. Did you find this video helpful or informative? Do you know any other garlic-related facts we may miss or glossed over? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. Don't forget to like and share. Stay healthy.
Oh, excuse me. For those of you that insist on consuming your garlic supplement in the form of raw garlic, fresh raw garlic, instead of a aged, odor-controlled, standardized extract like I take. Right now I'm taking the one made by the company Now. It's a family-owned business out of Illinois. Excellent product line. One of several companies I deal with. If you insist on having raw, fresh garlic, take the clove and cut it long ways, vertically, in the form of a tablet, so it's easier to swallow. Okay, don't cut it horizontally, you know, to make it resemble a jagged round pill, because it will get stuck. Just cut it long ways, the clove, and you'll be fine. Okay, one more video on this week's Holistic Health Talk will be: the longest lived people on earth drink this beverage. I haven't seen this yet, so I will be surprised too, just like you. Hopefully I could bring it up, because the internet has been hindering my videos here. Oh, it's not coming up. Damn. This is crazy. What's going on here? Something's coming up now. I don't know why it's taking so long. No, unresponsive. How could that be? Something fishy's going on with the internet. I have to. Oh, there we go.
It's truly astonishing that in certain societies individuals lead long and healthy lives despite the prevalence of ailments like heart disease, stroke, and cancer. In today's video, we will delve into some beverages that have been scientifically proven to enhance one's lifespan. You're watching the Info Index, where learning never stops. Let's get started. 1. Coffee. Attention all coffee lovers. Your daily dose of Java could very well extend your lifespan. In fact, one 2018 study, which analyzed data from about 500,000 British adults, found that the coffee drinkers, even those who were drinking decaf, were less likely to die from a range of diseases during the 10-year study period. Adding a ton of cream and sugar could obviously negate those health benefits, so it's best to flavor your coffee with a splash of unsweetened nut milk and zero-calorie spices, like nutmeg and cinnamon, which are known to stabilize your blood sugar. 2. Green tea. A cup of green tea keeps the doctor away. That's how the saying should go. In fact, research from Japan revealed that green tea drinkers live longer, and a 2020 study suggested that drinking green tea is linked to a reduced risk of death in those diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. 3. Cranberry juice.
All right. What this woman is failing to tell you, that coffee and green tea are rich in antioxidants. That's how they work. They have high levels of these polyphenol antioxidants. Okay. I don't know why she didn't mention it.
Cranberries are packed with heart-healthy polyphenols, which are known to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, as well as flavonoids, which
Now she mentions it, right?
are linked to improved cardiovascular health and inflammation. A 2020 review found that drinking cranberry juice may help to significantly improve blood pressure, and another study linked drinking low-calorie cranberry juice to a reduction in the risk of heart disease. Additionally, a recent study revealed that adults who consumed cranberry juice were more likely to have a lower waist circumference and a lower risk of being overweight or obese than those who didn't drink it. 4. Tomatoes. One of the major culprits of aging in your body is inflammation. In fact, when left unchecked, it can put you at a higher risk of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, and bowel diseases. Tomatoes are one of the foods that can help to fight inflammation due to their lycopene content, which has also been shown to lower LDL or bad cholesterol. A 2005 review revealed that consuming lycopene-rich tomato products, including juice, may decrease your risk of chronic diseases, like heart disease and cancer. Tomatoes are full of beta-carotene, vitamins C and E, and other antioxidants, all key nutrients that can promote good health. 5. Pomegranate juice. Not only are pomegranates packed with flavonoids, but they're also an excellent source of antioxidants, both of which can protect your body from everyday toxins and oxidative stress. One study found that drinking 50 milliliters of pomegranate juice a day cut cholesterol and reduced damage to arteries in people with narrowed arteries. Another study found that a daily glass of pomegranate juice improved blood flow to the heart, thus resulting in a reduced risk of heart attack. 6. Yogurt. Speaking of probiotics, yogurt is known for being another powerhouse when it comes to this good bacteria. Yogurt is loaded with protein, vitamins, and minerals than milk, and thanks to its acidity, it's a lot easier for the body to absorb some of the nutrients it contains, such as calcium, magnesium, and zinc. Research has confirmed that people who consume yogurt on the regular are more likely to have lower blood pressure and to have a better time managing their weight. 7. Green smoothies. A green smoothie isn't just a convenient way to get your fruits and veggies in. It could also very well add to your lifespan. Certain veggies, like broccoli sprouts, kale and spinach, deliver sulforaphane and other natural bioactives that support your immune system. Kick your green juice up a notch by adding avocado, which is full of monounsaturated fats that can help to lower cholesterol and ward off heart disease. A study found that molecules in avocados targeted stem cells of an aggressive type of leukemia, which is all the more reason to add this creamy fruit to your blends. 8. Red wine. Pinot Noir, Malbec, Cabernet Sauvignon. Whatever your red of choice is to unwind with, you have full permission to bust it out for a nightly glass. A Harvard study found that drinking red wine is associated with living a longer life. This may be due to the fact that studies have shown a connection between moderate red wine consumption and reduced risk of heart disease. But before you go for a refill, consider that the keyword here is moderation. Heed the American Heart Association's recommendation of limiting your consumption to no more than 1 4-ounce glass of wine a day if you're a woman, or 2 glasses if you're a man. 9. Mushroom tea. Did you know that people have been drinking mushroom tea for its health benefits for thousands of years? Those who follow traditional Chinese medicine regard mushrooms as the elixir of life. These fungi contain compounds called triterpenes improve the functionality of all your vital organs. A 2017 study also determined mushrooms have a high concentration of 2 antioxidants, ergothioneine and glutathione, that are effective at protecting your cells from free radicals, which can cause damage that contributes to aging. Reishi mushrooms in particular contain complex sugars called beta-glucans that may help prevent cancer cells from growing and spreading. Incorporating these scientifically backed drinks into your daily routine can be a refreshing and enjoyable way to support your health and well-being. So, toast to a longer, healthier life with your favorite drink, and savor the potential benefits these elixirs may bring. Thank you for joining us on the Info Index.
Okay. That wraps up this week's. Hold on, let me bring myself back. That wraps up this week's Holistic Health Talk Show. Thank you for joining me. I want to give thanks to Bart Robinson, Geordie in Scotland. Of course, the Commodore Jet Zambello. And let's see who else stopped by. That's it. Anyway, until next week, have a safe and healthy upcoming week. I know tomorrow, being that it's Monday, it's the least popular day of the week for most normal people, unless you're a hair salon employee. Then your weekend is officially Sunday and Monday. Then Monday is a great day for you. Actually, Sunday is your Saturday and Monday is your Sunday. Hair salon workers. But regardless, have a good one and do safe exercise. Doing some safe exercise, regardless what it may be, whatever you can do, whatever you enjoy doing, is better than no exercise at all. At least you're doing something. Okay. Bye-bye.